Welcome, I'm GamerMade0, and we're going to start building our base again. I have a goal of completing the space elevator, and as we just logged into the game here, actually the power just shut off. Now, while we were out exploring, I believe that it shut off then as well. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on with the power. So, to start off with, all of these look like they're full. Nope. Okay, that one's not full. Okay, we have those. So we just need to get some biomass or some biofuel going. Alright, we have... Oh, I have a full inventory, so let's deal with that first. Barrel nuts. Let's move some of those over. I don't know if we have a place for all of this. Let's see... I will start with that. Let's, do we have the... Oh, I think I have something over here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I can use this for storage. That's what I was hoping for. Won't need that. For those things. Alright, so... now that I've got some room in my inventory, we might be able to do something. Okay, so let's get anything that I can make biomass or biomass and then biofuel out of. I think that's everything. Okay, so biomass leaves, and then we have a bunch of wood that we can craft into. Now, sometimes I'm not sure which is faster to actually create some machinery to do this for me, or if handcrafting this is actually faster. And the problem is by the time that using the machinery really becomes valuable, you really don't need it anymore when you move on to another power source. But it's still a decent way off, so it might be worth doing still. So we'll look at doing that. Now, ultimately, like I said at the beginning, I want to create that space elevator. So let's go ahead and get this back set up and we'll go from there. We have 40, we'll put into there. Turn it on. Now, by the way, if you right click on it, you can move it back and forth and you can split it however you want. Alright, now let's actually go get some vegetation or plants basically, and we'll make some more biomass out of it. We could definitely use some more. Now, ultimately, I've got to figure out how I want the layout of this base. You can either choose to completely override the scenery around you, or you could choose to include it. I can't click that, that's going to be wood. We'll get something later so we can start chopping down wood. But, for example, I can completely... Oh, what is... That's what that thing was. Am I going to get... Huh. I kept thinking I was seeing things, but I already saw it. I don't know what that is, though. And it didn't come attacking me. Sorry I let that completely throw off my sentence, but I wanted to see what that was. We'll come back and investigate that a little bit later. Anyway, sorry. It really threw me off there. I'm really interested in seeing what that thing is. It looked like an eel for a second or something. So anyways, if we completely... put foundation over the lake, we can get at whatever we want to, or we can put all of our foundation around the lake and build all of our machines around it. And in this game you can build up too, so that's going to be very helpful in the direction we go. It's not like we have to just build out. Oh, I knew there was another barrel nut tree in here. If you remember from an earlier video, I said something about I was probably missing one in here somewhere, and once we start collecting vegetation I'd find it. There it was. So we have a decent amount of area up here too, so when we start building up, we can start using the land here to help us out, build walkways and things like that, and that's going to be, we could turn a decent portion of this into our factory. The game that I played that I haven't done any videos on, I've actually completely filled up this entire, or not on this map, so something that's an area that's actually bigger than this, the grassland area that you the first map that you can choose from in the load screen, there's an area bigger than this that I've almost completely filled up. It's ridiculously huge. And I'm not done building inside of it. I only have 2 levels at the moment. I actually completely destroyed it and rebuilt it, spread it out farther, and used one of the levels for conveyor belts while using the upper level for all the machines. So it's kind of like putting your wiring through the wall. You can hide all the wires, or in this case the conveyor belts, and then put all of your machines out where you need them to be. And that seemed pretty decent. I've seen a few different ideas that other YouTubers might have done, and all of them seem to be pretty good. Some of them give you some ups and some downs. I think that I overuse foundations. That's kind of my style, but I have no problem with that since concrete is more than plentiful in this game, so that's not really a big deal. Alright, I don't know how much I'm going to put in here, but that should do 130, something like that. Alright, so that should keep us going for a while. Now, let's go ahead and go to the special section. This is where the space elevator is, and this is what I really want to do, so I'm going to add that to my to-do list. We're going to need 500 concrete, and this concrete over here has been filling up just constantly. We have more than 500, so let's see, how many across is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 1,680, so alright, 250. Yeah, we should be able to do this now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have an extra 20 in here I'll put back. Let's go empty our inventory just a little bit more. Won't need any of those things. We're just going to keep on us. Oh, I filled up. That's what happened. Alright. Yeah, we won't want anything on us while we're doing this. There's just so much that we need to have on us. So this should be rods. Oops. Oh, there it is. So 100. Oh, that means we only have 200 rods. Wow, I'm really trying to click on the wrong thing there. Okay. I was trying to click my inventory to make it go into the unit, and that's not how that works. Alright, so we're going to have more than... No, we may not have more than 200. Let's see. Yeah. What were we going to do with this? Oh, we didn't even finish this, did we? We were going to create some more to get this rolling. We have... So, the 2 smelters... Oh, you can tell this isn't getting enough. I think this is only good enough to really supply 1. Or not 1, 2. And I have it supplying 4. Let's go back and double check those numbers. Oh, it's not even pushing out as hard as it can, or as fast as it can. Okay, we have 120 ore per minute. Now we have another problem. Do we have... Oh, we don't have a level 2. So we're not even coming close to using that. Okay, so there's another conveyor belt type that we're going to want. Conveyor walls, personal storage. I think it's on... Oh wow, we don't have conveyor belts level 2 at all in here. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be the next one we get, so I might as well pre-select it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, that's going to give me 5 more inventory space, and you guys see how much I go around looking for inventory. Alright, so let's see how many rods we have now. 30. Okay. Alright, let's just do this. So eventually this should be able to supply all 4 of these like I was planning. I just jumped off here. Alright, But at the moment, that is not going to work, so we're just going to get rid of this. And if you get rid of the splitter, you're going to have to redo those anyways. And then that orange arrow we need on the back side of this. So that should work. It's going to be slightly differently placed from here because I didn't line it up, but that's okay. Alright. And now we should be able to start making use of that second one. That should speed things up quite a bit. Alright. Let's check our box over here, see what we have. Now we have these slug things. Let's go ahead and check these out, because we have the MAM over here, or the MAM. Alright, analysis of the bacon agaric is complete. Here we go.
Amanita lardum, or bacon agaric, can be added to the Object Scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Alright, so you can research these things. A lot of these will allow you to search for them with the item scanner later on in the game. So we'll start off with the green power slug. We're really just going to want to get all of these done. And there goes power. I assume it's because we actually overdrew the power by adding on that other miner here. Because there's no way we are out. Yeah, you can see it just barely spiked up at the top there. So now if we turn it on, it's going to turn on everything at once. And shut right back off. Alright, so... Oh look, that spike was even larger than the last one. Alright, so... Well, I don't think we can avoid it. We need another biomass generator. See, we're so close to building that elevator, but so far away. So, let's go ahead and see, we need wire, 15 wire. And we have more than enough here. Biomass burner. There we go. Oh, no cable now. That's alright, we can just craft that into cable. That doesn't take a lot. And that's more than enough. Okay. We'll get this other... I'm not sure how much I want to get out of this. I'm just going to try and split it up all evenly. So if we have 4, I'll just take this into about 90, I think. We'll at least get close. Slightest movement and it goes really far. Okay, 90. I'm off just a little bit, but whatever. We're close. 90 and 110. 110. There we go. Alright, let's pull the trigger and flip the switch. There we go. Now we have enough power. So we were consuming about 60. Yeah, and it's going to be enough that it's going to keep going, so we can't take that away. Alright. Looks like we're stuck at using this much power. But at least we should have the rods done by now, or at least close. No, we're not going to have them yet. Plates, maybe? Oops. There we go again, trying to click the wrong thing. Not quite. There we go. Just barely. Okay, let's go get enough copper. Alright, it's happening soon, guys. It's happening soon. So we'll go ahead and get all the copper wire that we need. There we go. Let's check out where we want this. I'm actually just noticed this up here might be a really good spot for it. I like to kind of keep it just a little bit away from my base, but not so far that it causes a problem. And putting it up on the hill would be really good. Ooh, this was copper, wasn't it? No, it's iron. Okay. Well, that might get in the way. We'll see. There we go. You know I'm going to need biomass soon. And whatever we're doing, we're going to have to clear it out. Maybe on the other side, like right over here. This is one area that I don't think I want to cover up. I'd like to leave this as a, like if I'm going to build my factory around it, maybe. That would look pretty. Kind of like a little central garden area. Ooh, another barrel nut. I don't have enough space. Okay. We'll come back a little bit later. Okay, so we have... Doesn't really look like we have enough area to put this anywhere over here. Not without, like, getting a chainsaw. One chainsaw is really going to help us out, too. Alright, I think I made up my mind. We're going to build some, put down some machinery to help us out with the biomass. We can spare a little bit of extra electricity. Alright, looks like we're done. And hop the conveyor belt back. Okay, I think I just want to build this off to the side. I don't even know if I'm going to put down any foundation for this, because this is definitely going to be temporary. Yeah, let's try and finish that space elevator first. Alright, we just need those rods now. Almost so close. Oh, we ran out of room. Okay, we'll put some stuff back here. We won't need that until the MAM is done. Oh, I didn't need those. I needed those. Alright, there we go. Now we have enough to build the space elevator. Let's see. I'm not sure of anywhere I want to actually build this thing. Over here, maybe? Alright, let's go ahead and get it out. Maybe over the lake. That would kind of work. Trying to figure out which way I want it to go. I'm not sure. Oop, right there. Alright, here we go. Space elevator, everybody. This one takes a while to build compared to all the rest. It's really not that long, though. Okay, and I'm definitely looking up into the sky for a reason. There, you can see it up here, right up there. Oh yeah, just kind of opened up here. Let's move back just a little bit. It's almost scary how it comes down. Imagine if you're actually standing there like that. That's so cool. I don't know if that's how a space elevator would actually work, but that's definitely one of the more realistic ones I've ever seen. So, Alright, so in order to use this, we're going to have to get 75 reinforced iron plates and 50 rotors. And that unlocks tier 3 and 4. So, to be honest, we're not ready for that. But I definitely wanted to get that space elevator in there so we could start building around it. Now, the river below... Oh, that just barely caught on a spot that looks legit. Yeah, the water's running right underneath that foot, and it looks like the bolt part, or whatever you want to call it, is stuck into the actual rock part. That's awesome. Same here. Oh, that was put down pretty well. I didn't even plan on how well that went down. I mean, that's in the middle of it, but that's fine. It doesn't look like it's just floating or anything either. I like how the game adjusts the legs of this thing. So, these things are entry ports, as you guessed. You can put conveyor belts into here to just automatically load your items right into it. Now, for how much is here, there's not really any point to do that. So, if you're thinking about it, and the fact that there's 3 on this side and 3 on the other side, you know this game has barely just got its start muted. Wow, this game has just barely started using the space elevator. So essentially we're going to see more. Oh, I thought I could land on that leg. I thought wrong. There we go. Anyways, there's the other 3. So you can definitely predict how much we're going to use. Oh, I can't believe I made that. I thought I was going to fall. Okay. Actually, the first time I built this thing, I didn't even realize this was here. I wanted the conveyor belt openings to be close to me, so I built this backwards to my base, and then after a while of playing I went around to the back side of it, or what I thought was the back side of it, saw this, and I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be the part where you stand to actually activate it and run the thing. That's alright though. So that right there we'll show you when we finally get a chance, and the only reason why I'm saying this now is because we're not going to get a chance within the next couple of episodes, guaranteed. But that platform loads up. So it's like items shift from here up through that centerpiece to that platform there, and then that platform actually climbs the centerpiece all the way up to space. To a spaceship up there, I assume? Not sure. We'll see. I've never not been that far in the game because we don't have anywhere near all the tiers released yet for this game. Alright, so now that we have that going, we want to really look into what it's going to take to get to our next milestone. We need a lot of rods. We need some reinforced iron plates, copper. We have enough to make all the copper stuff. What we really need to do is put down some... Oh, I'm out of concrete because I used 500 units for the space elevator. That's alright, we have more than enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work, right? So, we'll get this set up so we can start. Anytime these get filled up, they stop producing, and I needed to continue producing large amounts. While I was doing my adventure on the last game, it would have been really nice to have that continue going. And at this point, the way it was, it just stopped running essentially. Ooh. Oh, I got the iron plates going into that, and I was just trying to pick out of them. Okay. I forgot I built that. Oh, where is it? Organization, that's it. Let's put that on top of there. We'll get a merger here. And we'll face the green arrow. Notice we have 3 orange arrows in the green arrow that way. If you're not watching it closely, you can definitely get really confused easily. Alright, here we go. Can I just put it right up in there? Nope. Okay, I didn't think so. We'll get a post set down. I think it's there. That looks about right. Once you build the conveyor belt, yep, you can tell it's flat. Alright, awesome. Or at least close enough to. You can actually climb up the side of these storage units, which is really nice. So you can take a look around. And we're going to start getting these bars in here soon. so they actually have somewhere to go. So we have our space elevator built at this point into the game. We have our iron bars going into here. Not as much as I wanted to get done on this episode. We had to go around getting a lot of biomass for the biofuel generators. I want to make sure that I get set up something so I can just start dumping the wood and the leaves into the constructors. Essentially, I might have storage units set up so I can just dump them into the storage units, have them go through a constructor, and then come out the other side and go into another constructor to create the biofuel. So that way all we have to do is go around, find stuff, dump it in, and we're done. And that will get us through. So at the moment, we might get this first so we can just start getting the chainsaw. The chainsaw is going to be when we really want to use that automation process. So we'll do that in the next game. So for the moment, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Please make sure to click subscribe. Hit the like button if you liked it. Leave some comments below telling me what you want me to do. We'll check out that monster at some point or whatever it is. And thank you again for subscribing. Have a great day.